Earlier this month, we told you about a campaign by a group claiming the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is filled with appointees that are more concerned with development than wildlife and the environment.
They backed a bill that would take the 9 FWC appointees solely out of the hands of the governor and require them to be a stakeholder or have at least some knowledge of the environment. As News 15's Grace Velez tells us, although the bill is stalled in the House, there may be a small victory in sight.
Brent Fannin started a petition to reform the FWC Commission. He now has around 6,500 signatures. He also wrote a proposed bill approaching State Representative Eskamani to file it.
She said all of her slots were full and we weren't going to do it. And then a month later, she called 15 minutes before the deadline to file it, and she said, "Hey, I've got a spot. What do you want to do?"
Eskamani filed Joint House Resolution 1625, which calls for changes to the appointment process for FWC commissioners.
The heart of the bill is attempting to ensure that professionals in conservation, scientists who work in this space are having a seat at the table versus the appointees just take shape as donors to Governor DeSantis, developers, farmers, individuals that have a need to profit off land versus those that their profession is to protect it.
Fannin says he knew the chances were slim that they get the 3 committees required to pass the bill.
She was very honest with me and said, look, this isn't going to go through. This hopefully will get the conversation started at the highest level that we can.
The bill has yet to be presented at its first stop, the Natural Resources and Disasters Committee.
The one person that's supposed to bring that bill before his committee is Representative Adam Botana, and he's not doing it. And he actually called me a couple of days ago and he said he's not going to do it. And I said, okay, we're not done yet.
Instead, Botana brought Representative Jason Schoaf's House Bill 1133 before the committee last week. House Bill 1133 would appoint FWC commissioners based on geographical locations, ensuring a statewide representation. Critics say the 2 bills are not the same, and hundreds of concerned citizens have accused Botana of stalling HJR 1625.
Stalling basically means that there are different stakeholders, whether they're fellow elected officials or special interests, who don't want to see your bill move and thus make efforts to stop it. And I suspect that's the heart of this issue. Now, with that said, we also don't have a Senate companion at this time, so it is very hard for any bill to move forward without a Senate companion.
But state senators are giving frustrated constituents a glimmer of hope regarding FWC Commissioner Chairman Rodney Barretto's reappointment confirmation.
I have had many phone calls about Rodney Barretto. Is there any way that we could have him attend via Zoom at the next meeting, that we might be able to ask some questions?
We're celebrating that little win right there, even though we haven't rejected him completely. It's really good to know that they're paying attention to us.
We'll definitely continue to hold them aware of our concerns and to ensure that there's accountability. And I do think that there's already been a few indications, not just with Barretto, but with other DeSantis appointees, of senators expressing concern and doubt about the qualifications of these individuals.
In Bay County, Grace Velez, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Chairman Barretto will answer senators' questions this coming Monday. We've reached out to Representative Adam Botana's staff a number of times this week about the claims that he's stalling the bill. He's yet to respond. The next opportunity for the bill to be heard is Tuesday, April the 1st.